is J.C. Woodward. I too am a student at Keene State. I'm currently taking a course in statistics. I graduated from Union College in 1970 with a degree in electrical engineering and went directly into software development. After 12 years of that, I took a leap from the leading edge to the trailing edge of technology, and for the next 30 years restored antique clocks and scientific instruments at a clock shop that I owned in Norwalk, Connecticut. I grew up in a fairly small town, Bedford Hills, New York. My father was an obstetrician at the local hospital and delivered most of my friends. My two big sports are climbing and wilderness backpacking. I've done hundreds of miles of wilderness backpacking through bear country in much of the United States. In 1994, I had my first rock climb at the Gunks in New York State, and for 30 years climbed at that area with the same partner every Monday, weather permitting. My clock shop was closed on Mondays, and he was one of those characters for which this statement is true. Real climbers don't have real jobs. So we met every Monday and basically had there's 1,000 routes at the Gunks, and we climbed a great many of them. One of the highlights of my climbing career was swinging leads up Moby Creek at the tallest part of Cannon Mountain, up in the Franconia Notch. Other interesting climbs out west, I climbed Iron Chrysalis in Moab with a partner who was training to be a guide, and he needed a practiced client, so we spent a couple of weeks doing hard climbs around the American West. One of which was Castleton Tower, which is the spire that rises out of the desert, and at the top is a plateau the size of this room, and we got to the top. There was a half a dozen pitches to get up there. We coiled the ropes, took our harnesses off, and had lunch.
Well, he was out there doing all sorts of different rocks and things with his buddy, I think it was Bob, and I was sitting at my desk in Danbury in the library, and I got the phone rings, I answer it, it's JC. He goes, go to Google, put in Castle Rock. I say, okay, I've got it. He goes, I'm standing at the top of it.
And there on her screen was a picture of the place where I was sitting right then and there, and she called all of her workers over. Look, that's where he is. Well, I'm 74 years old, and I don't climb as hard as I used to, but I do climb. And one of my models is Fritz Wiesner, one of the pioneer climbing pioneers at the Gunks, who in his 80s would solo some of the easiest climbs that he put up back in the 1940s. Legend has it, by moonlight in the evening. And so, again, it's all a matter of risk management, knowing what you can do. I expect to be able to climb as long as I'm able to.
behind the scenes action here. Got me on this rope here, attached to that anchor. And here comes JC. Let's see if we can get him.
Looking good, JC.
There he comes. This'll probably go in the final video.